and unique fragrance of traditional Japanese teas. How fascinating.
Every generation has their own styling trend and fashion icon. And what are the new rules of style for this generation? I would say probably something that's unconventional and expressive. All because the Generation Z are known to be creative rule breakers. From challenging gender stereotypes, body images, and creating social changes, Gen Z are those who are both bold and value-driven.
With decades of experience in designing and producing fashion jewelry, French designer Sébastien Olivier has a 360-degree view of the industry and knows exactly how to create accessories for the new generation.
As a jewelry designer, what goes behind your design process?
Well, this is a tricky question, but let's try to make it simple. So previously, trend used to dictate what people need to buy, what's on fashion, but now people dictated what's on trend. So we need to adjust and we need to do a lot of research.
So can you share with us more about your creative journey, why and what leads you to set up your own brand?
Over the past 10 to 15 years, all of the company that I work for seems to not understanding the big shift that happened over the past few years. So we have produced so many products that didn't sell, or I didn't feel that represent well our generation. So I felt there's like a big gap in the market. So that's why it leads me to start my own brand.
What's your take on jewelry design?
Everybody wants to be unique, as you probably know. We want to do our own design, we want to wear our own initials, our own zodiac, and so on and so forth. So brands that has a square frame and they're not flexible, it's very difficult to embrace this new trend. I really want to give the flexibility for people to do their own DIY creation, and also to communicate and exchange on what they really want to achieve by buying some fashion jewelry. Another key point about fashion jewelry and fashion in general is sustainability. So there's a race of sustainability now. Everybody's trying to be sustainable. But in order to be a step ahead of the competition, we already started to proceed some recycled brass. We are sourcing some industrial wastage from some furniture factories or some other big pieces factories that used to have scrap to send to the landfill. So now we can reuse this brass that is virgin brass, but it's safe to go to the landfill to recreate some nice jewelry. And also, packaging is another key point for sustainability in fashion. So we develop our own material that's patent pending with bamboo touch inside that is biodegradable and made of bioplastic.
So for my outfit today, which is I'm wearing a long dress, what is your tips on my outfit today? What kind of earring or like accessory would go well with me?
Well, your dress is quite versatile, so I would advise you something that you can wear from day to night. So I'm thinking of maybe an earring that will have like a detachable back jacket. So you can wear it in a more casual way to just wear the dome stud, and then if you go out or like you have something a little more like dressy, you can just add the backing that has a quite like a little bit of a dramatic look.
Sometimes, putting together a sporty yet stylish look is not easy, and a versatile gold chain is all you need.
You can either wear it on your waist as a shiny belt or wear it as a statement necklace piece. How cool is that?
So I know like you create your mask, sparkling mask. What inspired you?
Well, as you might know, we have been in a very sad period in Hong Kong or even globally for the past few months or so. And now it seems that masks is going to be part of our daily routine. It came to my mind, what can we do to make people more pretty or more sparkly, or just bring a bit of fun in Hong Kong? So that leads me to create these mask cover with a touch of sparkle.
As for special occasions, a series of gold accessories never fail to disappoint.
From a bold and chunky necklace to statement rings, staying chic yet classy has never been easier.
This pair of earring is my favorite piece from today. Because I think a pair of eye-catching earrings can always make you stand out from the crowd. Not to mention, it is super versatile. I can simply wear it from day to night.
After the break, share tips to stay competitive in the Sometimes I think running a business is like cooking a dish. The chef needs to see what ingredients go together and what cooking methods to use to ensure that the best flavors of the ingredients are brought out. Today, I'm going to meet a friend who's going to share with us the ingredients to a secret recipe of how to stay competitive in the market.
Running a business in Hong Kong, you want to have strategic planning, you want to have forward thinking, and most importantly, you want to be innovative.
Coming from a family that has been in the shipbuilding business for over a century, Hans' life is intertwined with yachts. With years of professional experience and family history in the yachting industry, Hans is here to tell us ways to stay competitive and how we can be one step ahead from others in this ever-changing business world. So what is your work philosophy?
My work philosophy is quite simple. I believe that we need to constantly be learning. You know, being able to learn new things keeps you open-minded. It keeps you humble, I think. You know, and with a humble mentality, we're able to take that kind of attitude and really apply it to innovation. I think that's especially important for my industry. We're creating something that's, you know, a product that is to be used and needs to continually improve.
How has your philosophy served you well in the business?
An important part of learning is making mistakes, which I've made plenty. And in the process, I've learned from them. We are always trying to improve ourselves. So as long as you have that attitude of learning, I think that, you know, and you pick yourself up after you've made these mistakes, we can always improve.
If there's one thing that all the successful individuals can agree on, it's that working hard and being patient are the two most important qualities a person will need to succeed. I wonder what is Hans' take on developing a stronger work ethic. You started your career from the bottom. Why do you think it's important to start with some grunt work at the beginning of your career?
I did start my career at the bottom. I build yachts specifically out of fiberglass. So what I did in the beginning was I joined a crew to do a fiberglass crew, and we were making a hull for a yacht. It's important to understand what the workers go through, you know, every process, what difficulties they encounter. Part of my job is to be a production manager. So if you don't know how long something takes or how difficult it is to fiberglass a certain part, for instance, then you're not going to be able to plan accordingly, and you're not going to understand what your workers go through. Working from the ground up, you really see every minor detail, every single aspect of your business, experience it for yourself, and learn along the way.
So apart from innovation and creativity, what else can help you stay in the competitive area?
For the yacht industry specifically, we would have to understand our competitors, of course, what they're offering, what kind of new breakthroughs they have. But also, I think it's even more important to understand your client. We have to understand how people might use their boats, whether they're going to drive it themselves, whether once you get over a certain size, they want to hire a captain, things like that.
Why do you think there's potential in the yacht industry in Asia?
Of course, Asia and Hong Kong especially is quite an affluent market. So there's always going to be that aspect, you know, playing into it. And also, Hong Kong is actually the hub for yacht buying in Asia. So there's a huge opportunity here. Many people will buy yachts even if they don't plan to have it in Hong Kong. They might move it to elsewhere in Asia, Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, you know, anywhere in the world. They might even put one in the Mediterranean, you know, to travel in Europe.
They just buy it here first.
Yeah, but they like to buy it here first. Hong Kong is a free market, you know, it has strong economy, it has strong financial infrastructure, and you know, of course, we have less of a burden when it comes to taxes. So it makes a lot of sense to come to Hong Kong for this kind of thing.
Where do you see this industry going in the next 5 to 10 years?
You know, surprisingly, in the current COVID situation that we have, the industry has boomed. It's not something, it's not something that we all expected initially. Because people aren't able to travel, people aren't able to go on vacation, it's made sense for a lot of those people who are in the position to be able to afford a yacht to buy one and have
just stay in it.
Right, and stay in it. It's a staycation, right? So, in that respect, a yacht just makes sense. And also just combined with the fact that I think those who are in a position to be able to afford a yacht, the COVID situation hasn't really changed anything for them. They're still able to afford it, so they're looking for an opportunity to spend their money.
After talking to Hans, I realized if you want to set your business apart from others, you have to make bold and unexpected moves, even if they might surprise and bewilder many. Don't be afraid to dream big, because the sky is the limit.
Lifestyle products, it makes them too complicated to handle. And then here, what we want to do, like a contemporary barbershop, is like we are evolving. Every time the customers, they come here, they visit us, they are looking for something different. We keep the curiosity. So every time they come here, they can find something new.
Apart from being a place to hang out, a barber is also a platform where stylish gentlemen can enjoy a bit of nostalgia.
By offering different vintage glasses through the 60s to the 80s, Finco hopes each pair of vintage glasses could provide an opportunity to those who see the world a little differently.
I love going to the barbers. It's got that welcoming atmosphere so I can relax, wine, and also meet people. You get a really good sense of engagement from it. Best of all, a barber just knows how to give you that tailor-made, fine clip finish that looks so fantastic. So gentlemen, now you also have a reason to visit the barbers too.
That's all the time we have for this week's episode. If you want to find out more about what we have introduced, remember to log on to our website.
Wondering what the saying "life is sweet" actually means? In the coming weeks, we will help you get the answers. Join us to savor the best taste of the season, kickstart a healthier lifestyle, keep up with the latest trend in everything, connect with inspiring people, and find out ways to look gorgeous. Be sure to tune in again next time to live your best life.